Best project.
or one of the best?
One of the best. You know, kind of the generic answer, right, is that we grow through all of them, and you know, I think put effort into all of them to make ourselves better and to make people really happy. But I know that we also have those ones that I call like before and afters. Like,
Oh, sure.
you always take before and after pictures of every job, and every job is different.
Yeah.
But for us, I say that there are before and after picture or before and after jobs for us, meaning
As a company.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we started the job as one company, and then we finished the job as another company.
Yeah.
You know, we grew, we changed, something pivotal happened, somebody spoke into our life, and I know you and I agree that a lot of one of the ones that come to mind is Audrey.
Yeah.
Audrey's jobs. We did quite a bit of work for her.
Yeah.
And I know at the time it was really neat because she was we just lost grandma.
Yeah.
And she was just a really neat person for that point in time in our lives, which was huge.
It was. Yeah.
And it was neat. So we made a couple of mistakes there, and she called us out and sat us down and said, "You guys, hey, I love you, but this need to be a little bit better." Or,
Yeah.
and she wasn't afraid to.
No. But that's the best.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
We grew a lot.
Yeah.
We grew a lot. I mean, yeah. So I know that you would agree with that one.
Yeah.
But what about those projects for you was huge, and was there another one on your mind that you can think of?
I think, well, to speak to Audrey for a moment, she's just, if you end up tuning into this, Audrey, we love you. But she really was. I mean, she really helped fill a void there after we lost our grandma, and my wife and I were pregnant with our first child. And outside of my brother and our family, she was one of the first people I told. Actually, I told her.
That, yeah.
I told her before I even told the company, just because there's all those rules and everything. But
you wanted to test it out.
I wanted to test it out, yeah. And so that was huge for me. It was almost like she was there, which was really, really cool and really, really necessary for me at the time, because I needed that guidance in my life from somebody who'd been there and done that and had that wisdom. And she was that person. So that was cool. Man, there's so many great projects. I remember the first edition we ever did for a guy named Brandon, and he and his wife were super great. And I remember how nervous we were about doing it. And
I drove you nuts.
And you drove me crazy. And it's our first edition. It's our first edition. And we got it all done with. And I was like, well, we finished our first edition. You want to go out and lunch? And you're like, what? I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, we just finished this first edition that you wouldn't stop pestering me about. And it's good because it went well,
Yeah.
It's beautiful. But yeah, that was one of my favorite ones. That was a big before and after project company type scenario. There was definitely that one. That was really cool. And also Mystic Timbers, we helped build one of the roller coasters out of Kings Island. And that was a unique experience just because we got to work with crews from literally all over the world. There were crews from Mexico and Great Britain and China and Germany, and it was just neat to be a part of that and neat to kind of see the park, while it slumbered and while we were creating something new. So that was really cool. That was a neat experience.
Well, and then the other one too, I think is probably one of the ones that started it all, right? When we did the relocation project on Granite and High Park.
Yeah.
At the time I was.
Yeah, that was a big pivotal job.
Yeah, I was still employed full time. Well, I worked down to part time at that point, and
had another job.
Yeah, and we had been building this up for such a long time, and it was getting to the point where it's kind of taking root and taking off. And I remember finishing up that job, and me, you, and Andrew sitting on the
tailgate.
Your truck bed, your tailgate, and
Yeah.
talking about making that decision. We made that decision together for me to quit.
Yeah.
And
it was a couple big dice to roll.
Yeah, it was. And I remember three of us sat on that truck at the end of the day, and we prayed about it, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. It was scary, of course, and then again, right after that happened, the economy fell out.
Yeah.
And I thought, what in the world did I do to myself?
Yeah.
But
It was tough.
we're still here.
Still here.
Yeah.
14 years later.
So imagine that.
Imagine that. Yeah. I'm just going to keep repeating everything you say for a while. Yeah, that was pretty incredible. That was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think of some of the other projects. There's so many. So many of it's just the people you meet, you know, and the project might not be, you know, exceptionally large project or anything, but the people, that's really what makes it, you know.
Yeah.
Without the people, it's all just nails and boards, you know, and tile, you know, so.